One man has been arrested. Ali Fortescue reports.
So this is where it all happened, Kirkstall Road, one of the busiest routes into Leeds. People say they saw bikes from about a mile that way, travelling all the way down this road, down those side streets into the centre of town until police blocked them at those traffic lights there. But many feel there wasn't enough of a police presence in Leeds last night. It might not look like much from the outside, but through those doors there are 2 pools and plenty of activities for locals to choose from. Under the council's new plans, everyone that goes here could go to a bigger, better centre to be built in Pontefract.
Fortescue is in Bradford for us this evening. Ali, it should be a great event, but with council budgets squeezed, as we know, is it really worth the money?
Yes, Amy, well, every single person we've spoken to in Bradford this evening says they're in favour of spending what really is a huge amount of public money. We're talking more than £100,000 on the Tour de Yorkshire. And actually, recent research by Leeds Beckett University has found that last year's tour boosted Yorkshire's economy by around £60 million. So we asked Bradford's council leader how she'd respond to calls that there are more important things to spend public money on.
I can quite understand. And I won't prevent it from doing that.
Now, you'll remember 15 places put bids in to host. 6 of those were chosen, but that still leaves 9 that were missed out. And perhaps the most surprising of those was Halifax. Many people expected Halifax to be picked, but we found out this evening the reason they weren't was because of the delays to refurbishing Peace Hall. We've got a statement here from Calderdale Council. They say that we're aware that hosting the start or finish of next year's Tour de Yorkshire has attracted huge interest from towns across the region, and they go on to say we do intend to express an interest in hosting in 2018.
Ali, thank you.
On Sunday, Sarah will be in Cannes, and we'll find out if she's won one of the most prestigious awards a director can get. If she wins, she says it's this place, Margate, and the unique beauty of Kent's coast that sets her film apart from the rest. Ali Fortescue, BBC South East Today, Margate.
Well, our reporter Ali Fortescue uncovered the footage. She's here with me in the studio. Ali, as we've seen, it contains extremely disturbing images.
Yes, Polly. Well, I think what's so shocking about this is the fact that these people were actually at work on duty. They were meant to be looking after seriously disabled young adults. But remember, this is just one incident where we know the identities of those involved. Yesterday's Care Quality Commission report highlighted serious failings, including allegations of physical abuse, but it's not yet known who was involved in those instances.
And what have the police said?
Well, police have looked into this twice before, but twice they decided there wasn't enough evidence to investigate further. Today, in a statement, they said that whilst the acts seen in the video are wholly inappropriate and irresponsible, they do not fit the criteria for a specific criminal offence. But clearly, questions do remain for the police tonight, especially from the mother of the victim in this video, who in the last half hour has told me how glad she is that we've shown this footage tonight.
OK, thanks, Ali.
Fortescue is there for us now, and Ali, I suppose it's the only place they could have done it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the last 950 years of history, according to children. And it all starts where the Bayeux Tapestry left off with the Battle of Hastings in 1066. You got the Black Death in the Middle Ages, the War of the Roses, and then the birth of William Shakespeare in 1564. Now, here to tell me more is Liz Pichon, the children's author who designed this.
And it's going on tour as well.
Brilliant, thank you. And some children have even told me they think this is better than the original Bayeux Tapestry. So some strong praise here.
Ali, thank you.
Ali, tell us, what more do we know about this?
Well, Juliet, this isn't the first time we've seen a damning report into Westgate College. Previously, the Care Quality Commission described institutionalised failings and abuse at the boarding houses. Just after that, we broadcast footage showing carers drinking and stripping when they were on duty at one of those houses. But I must make clear that we don't know if those individuals were involved in any other instances. And it was those images that really spurred this report and the pledge from the local MP to make sure this doesn't happen again.
But we do need...
And Ali, why is this report so significant?
Well, I mean, it's incredibly significant. It's the first time we've really seen these failings brought to the national stage. Craig McKinley says he wants the government to introduce a national commissioning authority which would try to spot early warning signs of abuse and deal specifically with what he calls extremely vulnerable people who require additional care beyond a special school.
OK, Ali, thanks very much.
The footage was handed into management in September 2014 and all 4 staff members lost their jobs. More than a year later, the boarding houses attached to the school were forced to close after a series of damning reports. And last week, after we broadcast the footage, the MP for South Thanet, Craig McKinley, held a summit in Westminster to discuss what went wrong.
Oh, well, Ali Fortescue joins me in the studio now. Jane Smith clearly regrets her actions now, but the mother of the victim thinks that the management at the John Townsend Trust failed to take concern seriously.
Yes, and 6 staff members at the boarding house have told me off the record that they did whistleblow before this video was handed in, but their concerns were never taken seriously by seniors at the John Townsend Trust. Now, the John Townsend Trust haven't got back to me today, but Craig McKinley, the local MP for Thanet South, says he knows the problems started with management and wants to make sure that facilities like Thanet Lodge are more closely monitored by the local authority moving forwards.
Okay.